Let's talk Jinx, a weekly Jinx video we do every Wednesday about anything to do with Jinx. As well as this video acting as a weekly discussion thread on the Jinx subreddit, our League of Jinx. Make sure to go check that out. And for today's video, it's going to be a short and quick video, but we're going to be talking a bit about Sylas actually, for one of two reasons. One, usually everybody tries to take a champion everywhere when they come out when they're new, so they probably might end up bottom lane. But two, because primarily they are actually supposed to apparently be a jungler and mid laner. And like their recommended build has a lot of burst in it as a matter of fact. So if they end up being like another kind of mage in the bottom lane, it might be kind of interesting to know about what they do and how Jinx might match up against them. One of the primary things I noticed when I was testing them on the PvE is a lot of what they want to do kind of depends on if they can hook you. So if they can hook you and get in range, melee range, they will mess a lot of people up either with more of a bruiser AP build or with a burst build. So keep in mind, playing against them in lane will probably be a lot like playing against, say, a Thresh or a Blitzcrank, or even Camille when she ganks bottom lane for that matter, where she wants to land the hook and then use it to get in range for either the second hook or the ultimate or something like that, especially if Sylas ends up being paired against you with, say, a heavy CC support. Because with more reliable CC, they will be able to kind of lock you down kind of indefinitely and make your life kind of miserable, especially post level 6, because if they just poke you down and then they steal your ultimate, they can try and execute you with your own ultimate, which would be kind of very annoying. And actually just very annoying, not even kind of, that'd be definitely annoying to die to a super mega death rocket as Jinx, and it's not even blind pick. So that being said, some things to also notice, or I guess look out for, is that because of Sylas' passive and how that works, they can kind of AoE splash damage things that are near them. Now granted, it's not quite like Jinx's rocket launcher where you can use the AoE off of hitting a minions to maybe harass them from a distance. It's kind of like that, but more of like a melee ranged version of it. So for some reason you find yourself caught in a minion wave, you overextend it or something, or try to commit to a fight, and they turn on you, they can try and maybe hit you with something like that as well. But the chains, the Q is really all of the damage is. The Q themselves, and also the explosion, which they're probably going to be trying to use to wave clear if you find yourself against them in the bottom lane. So you kind of want to actually just really avoid the Q whiplash most of the time, because that's where a lot of the damage pre-6 will probably be coming from, especially also if you dodge the hooks with them trying to get in range. One thing to note, unlike Camille, is that the first chain toss doesn't actually have to hit something for them to then use the second one. The first one is more of a dash, if anything, to then try and get in range to use the second one. Now most likely people will take Sylas into the solo lane, so this won't really probably be an issue for Jinx specifically, and then the only thing you might have to worry about is if they roam down from mid lane to try and gank you in bottom lane. Kind of the same thing when I mentioned Camille earlier. Look for those hooks when they're coming in, when they're trying to gank you, because again, they don't have to like hit a wall to use the first one to then use the second one. The first one's really like a kind of a dash to get in range to use the second one, which then kind of operates more like a hook champion. They can use it to hook to minions as well to get near you as well. So basically, have the river warded up, so that way when you see a gank coming, you can kind of just get out of there. They have quite a bit of mobility. They do have to land it though on something, the second one, to be able to actually pull them to something. But still, basically, you have more range than they will with the most of their damage that they want to do. Use rockets accordingly in lane if it is a lane matchup against something like, say, Sylas Alistar, Sylas Leona, Sylas Blitzcrank, something with CC, Sylas Zyra for that matter, a bunch of AP damage as well. But even if they're just the jungler or they are the mid laner trying to gank you, it's all about dodging those hooks, making sure you stay out of range, making sure you ward up, and that kind of a thing. So that being said, that's what today's video is going to be, talking about Jinx and how to deal with Sylas as Jinx either in lane or just on the enemy team. One thing to briefly end the video on is if they are on your team, one of the things that's kind of nice synergy wise, it's not like maybe the best synergy, but in terms of AD carries, because you have CC as well, the Flame Chompers, that will also make Sylas' job a bit easier, landing the majority of his combo, because even though he does have CC, it's not hard CC, it's not really point and click CC, so chaining your CCs will actually probably make it easier for both of you to do both of your jobs, because then you can both do the most amount of your damage on a lockdown target. So with that being said, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button, but I don't know which video will be next, because life can have a lot of kinks. So until this time, take care, GG, get jinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.